let's go from here. Let's start with a definition. So the definition of meta is something which refers to itself. And that could also be a narcissist, but we won't go there. So the example is a story within a story that refers to the larger story, a meta story. Let's also talk real quick 2 other definitions, and then we can kind of rock and roll and learn a whole lot more about each other and have some fun. First is the very clear, carefully chosen set of words that define exactly what a meta story is. So a meta story is a single, seamless, and expanding narrative created to treat all the different media formats as one connected storytelling canvas within which each media consciously brings its unique strengths to bear for the audience to experience part of the meta story. Does that sort of seem clear? You guys are all actually swimming around in the midst of some gigantic meta stories because of the world that we live in. And I'll bet some of you are into Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars. You know, we could keep going, but those are huge meta stories out there. And they conform to that definition. Well, let me give you another definition. So just so we can confuse everything, because confusion is so much fun, stumbling around in the dark with a flashlight. And this is from a gentleman named Henry Jenkins, and he is the leading researcher at, or was the leading researcher at MIT in the area of media arts. He actually coined the phrase transmedia, because things had finally evolved to that place. You know how evolution works? Even in animals. Evolution works that when the tools genetically actually get developed to a certain point, suddenly there's a whole bunch of change. It's not this even thing. Evolution goes, boop, it creates a whole bunch of crazy new stuff, and then it diversifies, and then a whole bunch of new tools get created, and boop, it happens again. Transmedia is one of those moments, boop, because a whole bunch of new tools got created. A whole bunch of new digital tools, a whole bunch of new distribution tools. So transmedia storytelling represents a process where integral elements of a fiction get dispersed systematically, can you tell the guy's a scientist? Across multiple delivery channels for the purpose of creating a unified and coordinated entertainment experience. And so what's the difference between them? The language tells you. One's called meta story. It's about the story. The other one's called transmedia. It's about the media. So one is the way things get distributed, and the other one, which is meta story, is about what you have to prepare in order to make it worthy of that distribution. This is actually where I think the world has its greatest disconnect right now, is everybody is rushing like crazy to do all these transmedia things. I got this great TV show and it's a duck. And let's do a movie. They have no idea why it should be a movie, but they should do a movie. And they have no idea why it should be an online game, but they should do an online game because they're going to make more money. And that's what happens when you focus on only transmedia, is it becomes a save as. You know, I've got a TV show, save as movie. I've got a TV show, save as website. I've got a TV show, save as on and on and on. And that's not really narrative, is it? That's somehow just trying to stretch something in order for it to become commercial.